Good afternoon, Matthew Lindsay here with Precision Home Group here in Anchorage, Alaska, coming to you to talk about real estate. It's Monday morning, come to you every weekday at about 12:30 to 1 o'clock to talk to you about real estate, life, business, and just get into it. So today we're talking about, as you can see from our title, we're talking about for sale by owners. Some pros, some cons of doing a sale yourself. This would be a homeowner selling their home by themselves, not using a real estate agent. So we're going to go through, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of that, some of the benefits, and then maybe some of the cons of that. So to start with, we'll go through the pros of selling a home by yourself without utilizing a real estate agent. The main reason, the number one reason why people do this is they feel that they can do so themselves and save themselves the commission that they would pay the real estate agent, both on the buy side and on the list side as well. So they're and that's up in the air, but most of the times here industry is about going to be 4 to 6% depending on where you are. So they look at that number, they say, hey, I could save that, I could do it myself. That is a true concern for a lot of people. So that is one of the pros. They feel like, hey, I can just keep that money, I'll do it myself. And we'll get into some of the cons associated with the cost objection. So number two, they have complete control over the transaction. A lot of people who want to do the for sale by owner, they just want to have control. They want to be able to know everything about the process as you go through. They want to be able to be the single source of decision making, of negotiating, of control. They don't want to go through their realtor, through their agent, and then to the other agent, and then back to the client. They want to negotiate. They want to communicate directly with the buyer of their property, and so they don't want to go through any other means, and they want that control over that transaction. A third one here is they want to be able to control the marketing. They want to be able to control, when people come into their home and all this type of stuff. So what it comes back to is just that control factor, both in marketing, the transaction, and talking with other people. So this is more of a control thing, as well as the price objection with saving that commission money. So those are kind of the 2 or 3, however you look at it, biggest pros that people see and associate with the for sale by owner. Now let's go into some of the cons, which there's a bigger list. Obviously I'm a real estate agent, so I'm going to pitch myself here. But with a real estate agent, there is a lot more benefits that you just don't know about when you go with a real estate agent versus for sale by owner. So the first one is the price objection. I'm going to start with that one, is that a lot of people think they're going to save that money in the long run, but realistically, surveys have shown, and we have several of them, and we'll post them up here in the comments for you after the show here, but 18% below value is what the average for sale by owner sells at. Now when you look at 18% versus that 4 to 6%, what do you want to give up? What are you going to give up and still be ahead if you have an agent? That's right. If you use an agent, maybe you pay a 4 to 6% commission, and you're still up, right, from the for sale by owner industry average. So that right there is gonna, it's black and white, right? There's no objection. We just overcame that. So a second one is you don't know how to market, and so with a real estate agent, you're going to be able to utilize their experience, and that's what they do every day. They go out and they market properties. Whether they're working on the buy side or the list side, they got to sell that property. They got to, if you're on the list side, you got to put it out there. You got to put it, get in front of as many realtors as possible so you can sell them, so they can sell their clients. You got to get in front of as many consumers as possible and target those consumers so you can, get as many consumers into that home so they can take a tour, so they can gain the interest, so they can make an offer on that home, right? So, and then you got to present it in the best light. You got to do so everywhere. Our job as listing is to get it in front of as many targeted people as possible so that we can drive the most interest to that property and get the offer for that property so that we can start negotiating price, right? So that's for marketing. With a real estate agent, another benefit of that is just that, we talked about the experience of marketing, but you have both the legalities of real estate as you go through, everything from the title report, everything from talking with the lenders and making sure that the contracts itself is actually a legal contract for the purchase and sale, and no one's sliding in some type of hidden clause, hidden thing in that contract that's either going to screw either side of the deal or make it an illegal contract. So you have real estate agents who are trained in writing those contracts, reading over them, knowing what's in them, to make sure that you're both legal and protected. And that's one of the biggest things, is that protected part. Also, with experienced realtor, you're not going to have, you will have with experienced realtor that representation. So a lot of the times you're going to have, with a for sale by owner, there's a tendency for some of those cash buyers to come in, the tendency for these people to come in and kind of prey on the for sale by owner because they're not represented by a real estate agent. They're unaware of what's going on, and those people tend to come in and get really good deals on those homes because that person, that seller, that individual selling their own home just doesn't know what's going on in the industry, doesn't know about the recent sales in the area, and doesn't know what the actual listing price of their home should be, and maybe they're not asking enough for their home just due to the fact that they don't know what it is. So here's some main reasons why for sale by owners tend to get that 18% below average market value for their home. So they don't have a real understanding, like I mentioned, of the real market value of their home. They don't have access to all of the recent sales in the area to be able to come up with that good listing price, with that good sale price, a good fair market value for their home. They're not experienced in the marketing aspect of it. They're not experienced in negotiating or the legalities of the contracts of selling the home. There's many places that you can go to that help for sale by owners, and that's great and amazing, and I hope you do get plugged into them. My issue is that a lot of people don't go to one of those offices, don't go to the people who help with for sale by owners and make sure it's legal. There's several places that will run the paperwork for them, make sure it's all covered. Some other reasons why for sale by owners tend to fail or get that below market value for their home is they're not willing to pay a buyer's agent. So when you have a real estate transaction, there's typically two agents involved, one representing the buyers, one representing the sellers. And so when you have a for sale by owner and you are stuck on, I'm going to sell it myself, I'm going to do it myself, I'm not paying any commission, one of the biggest things that you can do is offer just a one-sided commission, a commission to the buyer's agent. Because at that point you have you open yourself up to more buyers. If you are telling real estate agents that, hey, I'm going to list it myself, but I'm still okay working with an agent, which is going to help you in the long run, by offering them a commission, you're opening yourself up to more buyers because they're more apt to actually show your house. So just some reasons why they fail. Hey, this is a really quick for sale by owner. So if this helped you, I would love to hear about it. Leave me some comments, some likes. Thanks for the hearts. I really appreciate that. This has been For Sale by Owners, pros and cons. We're going to come back to you tomorrow to talk about just some more business things. Not just real estate, but we're going to get into business and some of the ways I've been able to start and build up my business as we have been pushing out Precision Home Group. This is Matthew Lindsay with Precision Home Group. You can contact me at matthew@precisionhomegroup.com. 907-302-1011 is my phone number. Hit that like, comment, share. Thank you very much. Have a great day.